Welcome to Wigglesticks TV.
Finally, the package I've been waiting to come from my mate's place in Ballarat. This will allow us to take quite a large step forward in the project. Super well packed. Our swing arm. Condition of the new swing arm prior to cleaning. I won't go through the trouble of videoing cleaning this one, as you already saw me do the earlier one, so this will be the same process: degreasing and soda blasting. So here's the before, and after will be coming up shortly. I really love the soda blasting. It's a bit messy, but excuse me, and it gets in your lungs a little bit even with a mask, but it does some super awesome results. Just cleans it up so nicely. I've actually run out of baking soda, so I'll have to go and get some more, but yeah, it's cleaning it up super well, as we saw on the last swing arm. So all the bearings and everything covered up, so I'll just keep cracking on in the morning when I go get some more soda, baking soda, and then finish cleaning the inside. Be able to get all that residue and stuff off there quite easily. You can kind of see where some of them, like that's what it was previously, and then this is what it is now. So yeah, it's getting there. A pretty brand new looking swing arm here. Still got a bit of soda on it, but especially this top part here that was all contaminated in the pouring, it's cleaned up super well. So I'll give it a bit of a wash, and probably won't need to do any more. Push drive cleaned up pretty well, much nicer condition than it was before. Not that you're really going to see it, but it looks pretty good, I think. So the baking soda we used to do both this and the swing arm. Just gave it a bit of a hose down. It's looking pretty damn clean. A few marks and stuff on there, but it's definitely in much better shape than it was previously. So we'll just let this dry and then probably put it in the bike tomorrow. Starting to get a little bit serious now. I'm just going to give the SRAD rear wheel a quick clean. Nothing too serious, just a soap and water, and then we shall start to put the push drive in, mount the rear disc, and get it ready to roll into the swing arm. So it's starting to feel a little bit real now. The sprocket on the sprocket carrier with all the push drives in place. Next little job will be to put the brake discs on the wheels. I need to remove the old disc bolts for that and put the new ones in that I've got, so I'll just get cracking on doing that now. I've got a brand new OEM disc and then some brand new bolts, so I'll put some Loctite on those and screw them in and then torque them down, and this wheel will be pretty much ready to go on. So here we go. And now the final part of putting the rear wheel back together is inserting the sprocket carrier. Probably should have put these in here first. First. Apologies for doing that incorrectly earlier on in the video, but anyway, she's in properly now. And here goes the carrier. You can probably tell I've never actually put one of those in before, so learnt by my mistakes. Milk crate, bit of force from the top, and it went straight in. Anyway, rear wheel is now complete and ready to assemble with the swing arm, probably tomorrow if I get a clear run at it. Today should be a bit of a milestone day. I'm going to try to put the swing arm and the rear wheel into the frame. I have all the bits and pieces laid out, from the rear axle, some suspension linkages, shock, brake mount, and a few odds and ends that all need to go on. Swing arm is ready to go in now. Have the chain guide on, the track bobbins, and the spacers for the inside of the rear axles, whatever those plate things are called. So now I'll just figure out the best way to support the bike and grease up the bearings and everything, and then I'll slot in the swing arm into the frame. I have a small obstacle in putting the swing arm in. I have to get Rudy to move out of the way. He seems to be liking living under there at the moment, so I'll just scoot him out of the way, change how the rear stands are set up, and yeah, then he'll pretty much bolt straight in. Pretty satisfying to see the swing arm in there. I need to tighten the bolt, torque the bolt correctly and stuff like that, but I'll do that once I have the rest of the shock stuff in there, so the swing arms can be supported by itself and I can put it on the rear stand. But it's, you know, I'm pretty happy with that little milestone. The shock will be replaced at some point, but until I get this thing closer to running, this standard one will be fine. Shock is all mounted in there. So now we'll just get on to the bottom part of the linkage here. I have all the suspension linkage just tacked in place now, so I'll go ahead and tighten up all the bottom part of it, and then I'll drop the swing arm down and connect this part to the frame, and then we shall be connected. Hey, Reedy. She's through. Well, it's in. That feels like a good milestone. I'll go grab my other rear wheel stand and chuck it on the stand, take these engine things out, and then drop the rear wheel back in. Well, it's been quite some time since I've been trying to get to this moment. With any luck, once we put this under here, it'll all come up under its own steam. So here goes nothing. Well, that is pretty exciting, I think. It's pretty awesome. It's up on its own wheels, doesn't need the stands anymore. Go back through and tighten all those bolts up and clean the grease off, and then I'll slip the rear wheel in shortly. Wheel is in. Spins. So we'll put it down on, just put the front down, and then might even wheel it outside. Or I might just quickly put this the other grip on that I found kicking around. Pretty awesome to actually have this thing in a state now where it's on two wheels and I can roll it outside of the garage. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty happy with how it's all come together. So now it's just a case of adding an engine in here, putting some fairings on, and torquing all the bolts and whatnot down, suspension. So I mean, there's a bit to go, but we are definitely getting there. Thanks everyone for coming along so far. I'll see you in the next one.